No doubt that I picked the right person to join me as the next Vice President of the United States of America, and that's Senator Kamala Harris.
Harris has been in the Senate for 3 years, and before that was a top cop in California. This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I have a very busy podiatric practice, and usually I would find at lunchtime I kind of got a slump in terms of energy. But since I've been taking the Balance of Nature, I don't get that slump anymore. I've got a lot of energy throughout the whole day. With the Balance of Nature, I don't get colds, I don't get sick, and most importantly, I tell my patients, what you need to do is get your immune system up. And in terms of taking your fruits and vegetables, eating correctly, that's the best way to get that immune system up. So all in all, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. It's a wonderful product, and I really feel that people would benefit from taking this product. Very happy with it.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is warning the Czech Republic's prime minister against relations with China and Russia. The two met today to discuss a defense partnership. Pompeo saying they also talked about Russia's influence in attempts to corrupt democracy. Uber says it will likely shut down its service in California if it's forced to classify its drivers as employees.
We comply by the laws, but if the judge and the court finds that we're not and they don't give us a stay to get to November, then we'll have to essentially shut down Uber until November.
Uber CEO Daria Khosrowshahi on MSNBC, he argues that the government should create a third way of classifying employees. A California court ruled Uber and Lyft must classify their drivers as full-time employees. Making them employees, of course, means also then they would be eligible for full-time benefits. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here are some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled YOUMove.com.
Seattle Police Chief Carmen Beth says she's resigning due to a lack of respect for officers and in the wake of the city council enacting budget cuts to the city's police department. Best will be stepping down in September. Republican Senator from Arkansas, Tom Cotton, reacts to the news.
If you see police chiefs retiring or you see police officers retiring early, if you see liberals cutting police budgets by defunding the police, or just the general disrespect for the police, you're going to see more of what we saw in Chicago the other night. Anarchists and rioters in the street, destroying property, risking lives. Unfortunately, we've seen that in so many cities all around the country this summer, whether it's Washington, New York, Chicago, Portland, Seattle. One consistent thing we've seen, though, is all these liberal mayors and governors think that they can reason with these rioters and these insurrectionists. But in the end, it's not enough because they want more and more and more. They demand that the police be defunded, and they demand that they continue to pull back from our cities. And if that happens, all you get is more violence and more crime, and the victims are innocent citizens.
And finally, it was back on this date in 1939 when The Wizard of Oz, starring Judy Garland, makes its world premiere in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. The beloved characters and familiar plot points were from a book that came out in 1900. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The following is an America Matters media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
McCarthy, and we're a production of America Matters Media. The home of quality conversation, and we're going to be conversationing at the Shoe Tree Brewery, and we're going to be toasting. We're just going to toast, and then we'll because we have to toast. That's just what we do here. And you can find us on the web at americamatters.us. That's americamatters.us, and on Facebook at facebook.com/About Town Deb. We're also on America Matters Media on YouTube channel. You can call us global free 844-790-TALK, and I'm not going to do the other. You can just text me at 775-741-2596. Tune in to the Facebook watch parties, and let's get this party started. That's a lot of stuff I say every week. Yeah. So because I had a lot I just had to say, and I have been in Carson City again, having a great time. So Dave.
Yeah, Deb.
This is Dave Peterson. Visit Carson City, the executive director, and Lydia is behind the scenes taking photos and doing Instagram and all of that. And next to me, we have Paul Young. We wouldn't be here without you and your brother. So thank you. Thank you. So we are so excited, and we're outside, and you have the cool thing is they have outside seating, and Sassafras does too, and they're a little sassy and they're unique and eclectic. So I'm feeling a little sassy, as you could tell, and it's not the beer, guys. I've just had a little. Don't listen to him. I am just really excited to be. I love to be about town. I love to travel. I love to meet new people. Meeting new people, Paul. Nice to meet you officially again. So we're happy to be here. So what I normally do to begin the show is I talk a little bit about what I've done. My week is gone and what happened and what I've been doing. And I'm just going to quickly zoom in too. Well, I'll try to be quick, but I'll try to slow down. So last night, when you hear the commercial Holiday Inn Express, isn't there a thing? Have you heard that? I stayed, where did you stay? No, is that another one? No, anyway, Holiday Inn Express. So thank you for setting that up. They hosted us. Christopher is a kick in the pants.
Yes, he is.
Oh my gosh. And he has the jewelry to die for. We loved his jewelry, by the way. He was so much fun. And we have a little goodie basket when we arrive. So Christopher might actually be listening. So if you are, hello and thank you. Christopher. And Dave says you rock too, just FYI, just so you know that. Rock. Wink, wink. Anyway, so it's really fun. So I want to thank that. But we went to Manja Tuto. Is it Tuto or Tuta? Tuto. It's like Toto, but Tuto. Tuto. Yeah. It was really good. So I was craving pasta because I've been so good lately. And I had pasta. Don't tell anybody. I had pasta, but I didn't eat the whole thing. I think Dave ate the rest of it. Did you eat it?
Maybe Eric did. I don't know.
Maybe. Eric took all.
I ate all my food. I cleared my plate.
So anyway, you guys, seriously, it's been a blast. We've been here, had a great time. So I'm going to put this down, and I want to give my little shout outs, and then we're going to talk about some beer. So Grandma B. Oh, I forgot something else important. I was on Good Day Carson today talking about you and you. Awesome. I talked about the Riverwalk District. We are having 2 events at the Riverwalk District. There's the Wine Lock. So if you guys have been watching About Town Deb lately, the Wine Lock is this Saturday. So if you go on to About Town Deb or the Riverwalk page, you can put in ATD Wine 20, and you're going to get $10 off the 40, and you're going to get 2 bottles of wine. You're going to get beer. You're going to get coupons, discounts over almost $100 for the Riverwalk businesses, and we need to support them. It's really important. So instead of walking with wine, you come down there to the Riverwalk District by Outsiders Salon and the Hub and Dorinda's Chocolate and Cold Stone Creamery, and you just pick up your bag. And we actually gifted a bag to the show this morning. So go to About Town Deb, put in ATD Wine 20, and then the next week, Dorinda's Chocolate's having a chocolate and wine pairing. Go to About Town Deb as well. And if you put in ATD Pairing, you're going to get a chance to win a beautiful Eldorado wine basket. So put that code in. And then at the end of the month, I'm helping or co-hosting with the, have you been to Cold Stone Mountain Creamery? Have you heard of that?
Yes. I've heard of it.
Good. I love that people from here have heard of that. Yeah. Shout out to Cold Stone. And if you have Road Mountain, oh my gosh, I did it. I'm so sorry, Dylan, Dustin. If you didn't correct me, oh my gosh, forget that. It's co-host. Oh, hashtag Debbie Talk. Dorinda, I love you. Dustin, Amber, if you're listening. Oh, gosh. Okay, forget that. I'm so sorry. It is Debbie Talk. That is what I do. So we're going to just go to About Town Deb, Roll Stone, Creamery,
Well,
ice
I
cream.
knew the other one.
Well,
Okay.
you're supposed to be helping me kick me or something.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Dave. Okay, so I'm just going to. So About Town Deb's had a great time in Visit Carson City. Visit City, Carson, I'm having fun.
Yes.
We're going to
Yes, you are.
Paul. So we have like a minute 30. I want you to tell us a little bit about the brewery. We come back, we're going to finish off. But tell me about like, how'd you get started? A little bit about you guys.
Okay. So me and my brother, Jeff, started the brewery about 3 years ago. We started homebrewing in our garage and fell in love with it and decided that's what we wanted to do. And just worked our way up, worked in the industry for about 5 or 6 years, and then decided it was time to start our own. So
You have like a lot of flavors. How do you even know like what to name? Like just say an example of some of your flavors.
right now we just came out with Slam Tail. We have West Coast Randy IPA, Cherry Godmother, Sour.
Wait, Cherry Godmother, like not Fairy Godmother.
Yeah,
Cherry.
Godmother.
Cherry, not Sherry.
No, Cherry.
You met Sherry?
Well, maybe,
know.
but I can't talk about that.
Okay, don't talk about that.
But yeah, inspiration comes from everywhere for the names and what anything we're gonna do, any flavors we're gonna do. You could be out to dinner somewhere having something that sassafras and some sparks. Hey,
I
guys,
love
have
it.
an
Very
idea.
cool.
So,
Okay, well, we're gonna hold that idea, and let's just give that on to me. Give that on to me.
They're ready to go.
Okay, we're gonna let you have a little.
Oh, you want me to hold it for you?
I
Looks like
got it.
Okay.
I've been
Just
working
trying to
out.
help. Okay.
So, quickly tell us what these are. Then we're gonna go to our first break, and we'll be right back.
All
So
right.
tell us what they are.
Brunswick Blondale, Ash Canyon Amber, Here's a Quoom, Belgian Wit, and Cherry Godmother.
So it is about that time. We're gonna take a quick break. It's about time. We'll be right back. Hang tight.
Hi, this is Eddie Floyd. Let me tell you about my favorite non-profit public charity, Wainema Wild Horse Sanctuary, located on the Forsyth Ranch in Hallelujah Junction area. And please go to www.wainemaranch.com. That's WYNEMA ranch.com.
All right, crew, let's get her dug.
Honey, you want to give me a hand? I'm planting that tree, remember?
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project, so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. This includes natural gas and petroleum pipelines, electric, communication cables, and water and sewer lines. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Assistance League Thrift Shop at 1701 Vassar in Reno supports programs for children, seniors, veterans, and sexual assault victims. This nonprofit thrift shop sells clothing, housewares, small appliances, and furnishings, all donated by members of our community. Their all-volunteer membership is on hand from 10 to 4, Monday through Saturday. Check their website at www.renosparks.assistanceleague.org. Help your community by shopping, donating, or joining Assistance League.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Unable to listen to the whole show? A recording of today's program will be available later today. Visit americamatters.us and click on the podcast link. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to the second segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb. I'm here with Paul Young, and he's got some tasters for us here. And we have Dave.
Hello.
Visit Carson City. So you know what? I've been chatting way too much. And did I say hello to Grandma B and at Glenda?
I don't think you did.
Well, in case I didn't, I love you both. And so there's your shout out. I love you. So I'm going to let you know, this is kind of your turf. So I'm going to let you chat with Paul here.
Well, okay, Paul. So I got a thought. You know, this has come up over the last couple of days. We just launched rail bikes tours in the Carson River Canyon. What about a rail ale beer? What do you think about that?
I think I'm gonna have to tell the team tomorrow. Like,
all right,
what can we come up with, guys?
So what kind of like feel would you have on the rails? Like, would it be like a?
I kind of envision like old timey.
Yeah,
like,
throwback, right?
Yeah, like guys pumping.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I think that pioneer spirit, right?
Ooh,
you know?
I like
would
that.
love that. Yeah, kind of Western.
Can there be like a conductor hat on it?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Well, conductor is not
little locomotive, little rail bike, little hand pumper car. Boy, really come up with a design.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, they do.
I like that.
Yeah, very cool.
Another question for him?
Well, I just
throwing it out
how
there.
are things going out here? You know, business wise,
So,
right now for you guys.
Things have been great. We luckily have a lot of outdoor seating. We got a bunch of tables outside. We're trying to add more and more shade. And
excellent.
Believe it or not, we're as busy as we've ever been. Once
great.
we got to be open, just making sure our staff is being safe and keeping our customers safe. And
awesome.
We're still pumping out a bunch of to-go options too for anyone that doesn't feel
Fantastic.
comfortable yet. So
Great to hear.
we're just trying to make sure everyone's happy and taken care of.
And doing it in a safe way, right?
Exactly.
I saw the signs up. No mask, don't come in.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
I love
But
seeing
we're-
the compliance.
But we're outside.
We
and
are.
This is
We
like
got
we're
our-
at a table.
got our
We're-
drinks.
we're
Yeah,
great. So
absolutely.
we're going to switch to a drink real quick. So what do I have here?
You have our cherry Godmother sour ale.
And speaking of cherry,
That's our black
cherry.
soda.
Yeah.
so put that out there.
There we go.
Non-alcoholic drink.
Yes.
Yep.
And you also have like a lemonade.
We have a sparkling lemonade too that we do shandies with if you want to mix with beer or just straight up. It's delicious.
And so what are you going to try? Let's see. What else do we say? What are you going to
We have
try?
the Brunswick Blonde, the classic blonde ale.
Is that like what I had earlier? The
That's
blonde?
exactly what you
I
had.
love the blonde, by the
And
way.
then
I love
we got
blondes
the
too.
Ash Canyon Amber.
Of course.
Yeah.
And just like a
Cantaloupe.
classic amber ale. And then I'm going to have the Piersic Boom Belgian Wit.
Wow.
Piersic Boom?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
Does it explode in your mouth?
it means peach tree.
Oh, okay.
And so
it does?
yeah. And
I
so
learned something
it's a
new.
peach
Yep.
Belgian wit. So it's
Is
one
it-
of our fun summery beers that has been flying off the shelf.
And you said wit because it's fun?
It's a wheat beer. So
Oh, I thought like
and then,
witty.
Witty,
Wit.
yeah, witty, yeah. It's intelligent. This is Carson City.
I know. So let's do another cheers.
Cheers.
So
Cheers.
if you don't have another question, I have a really cool
Go,
question.
please. Deb.
So the name,
Chew tree.
Shoe Tree. So I did share a little bit about this previously on my social media, and we have a connection in close to Reno going 395 North, Hallelujah Junction. So tell us about the connection with you guys and the Shoe Tree.
So just like everyone, we were connected. This whole area has a kind of a remarkable amount of shoe trees, but that was like the holy grail of them. And when it got chopped down, we just wanted to pay tribute, to that landmark, and everyone's seeing it on the way. And so that's just what we want to do, is just honor that piece of Nevada heritage and carry it.
So I know it's a silly question, but how did, you're way over here. How did you even find out about the Shoe Tree? What made you go, wait a minute, they cut that down. I have to save it.
We
Seriously?
road trips, heading down, going to Vegas from UNR to see the rivalry games. We would see it. Driving around, going camping during the summers when I was a kid. It was just something you'd always see out on the road.
So did you ever throw a shoe on it?
Not that one. I did the
what? There's another shoe tree?
there's lots of them.
There's a
one
lot of
at
them.
Middlegate.
I
Hallelujah
didn't
Junction.
know.
There's one at BC. They're all over here.
I had no idea. So I need to get some shoes gathered
You
up
do.
and start
Some
throwing
of the
shoes.
old ones, some of the old Manila Blahniks that you don't wear anymore.
What? What'd you call them?
Whoa.
Vanilla Blahniks?
No, Manila Blahniks.
What are those?
Oh my gosh, those are high-end women's
Wait,
shoes.
what are they called?
Manila Blahniks. Oh my gosh.
I thought you called it a vanilla blonde.
No, that's one of the beers you're going to try later.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know my
So-
women's shoes, Deb.
I don't know anything about. I wear flip flops. What can I say? And tennies.
Oh my gosh.
So family business.
Yes.
So how is that all working with you guys? Because it's two brothers, and I know that it's a family. Like, is there older brother, little brother? What's the difference? How did you get brought in?
So me and my brother, when I was going to college at UNR, I needed a place to live basically, and he's like, "Why don't you come, move in with me and help out with the bills and stuff?" And we started homebrewing together. And when we did that, I was like, "Dude, this is a lot of fun." And so we just started chipping away and figuring out how to start our own brewery. And he's 10 years older. So he pretty much takes care of all the brewing operations. I went to UNR for business, got a degree in business management and a minor in entrepreneurship. So most of the time when I was in school, it was all brewery related. I was the brewery guy because all my projects are on
That's
beer.
cool.
So,
Popular guy on campus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, all the parties.
Just started at our home, and we worked at a brewery together and lived together. So we joked around like,
How'd
we can
that
do
work?
it now.
You could do it
We
later.
can do it later.
Yeah.
So, it's a good dynamic. We just know we got each other's back, and we know.
Oh, you know what? I
Fantastic.
like that. I think that's the best part about it. So you guys have some unusual, crazy brews. And when we were here last time, you guys have won a lot of awards, like some really big time awards, and you've really stepped it up. Oh, what's this? What's
Ooh.
this?
Oh, that's the
Here-
slam tilt.
Okay, this is the slam tilt. Now this one,
That's our summer brew right now.
Yeah, turn it around.
Pale ale brewed with mango and passion fruit.
I love mango, and I'm kind of passionate sometimes. Just saying.
But yeah, that's like it's a pinball theme, so it's like
Isn't that
paying
cool?
homage to that, back in the day, like a hot arcade.
Oh, I love
So
that.
it was just something like we came up with a lot of fun.
I totally like that.
But yeah, we're actually Carson City's oldest operating and most award-winning brewery.
Yes.
Everything from Best of Carson City on up to the Great American Beer Festival. We won an award that.
So, what is your kookiest, craziest name or beer? Because I know there's some crazy names I saw. Like they have some crazy.
Yeah.
They're
There's a
crazy.
whole
They have
wall.
crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Probably my closest to my heart is Cherry Godmother. That one has a really gnarly graphic of this crazy grandma with cherries.
Ooh. Why would you want a crazy grandma with cherries?
And then it was one of the first sours we ever came
That's
out
scary.
with. And then sours are kind of one of the things that we've turned a lot of people on to in Carson City as a style of beer. And so and it's one of my favorites. But yeah, we have a lot of cookie stuff.
I know.
We keep it fun, and we try to keep it about half and half. Half
So half kinda-
blonde, ambers, IPA, straight up, and then the other half is us just having fun and being creative and doing something different and seeing what we can make work.
So, good.
I was just gonna say, what's that process like for you? Do you and your brother pick? Do you get the staff together?
It can
How
be
you vote?
any and
Yeah.
everything. Sometimes you'll come in and be like, "Hey guys, I was watching this cooking show, and they were working with this fruit. I'm going to see if I can source it and come up with a beer."
That's
Other
great. That's
times
great.
it's you know what, I've been drinking a lot. I had a lavender lemonade martini or something.
Ooh.
Why don't we do something with that? And
Oh,
so then
have
all of
you
a
done-
sudden it snowballs.
Have you done lavender?
We did a lavender weed for a wedding.
Cocoa
Cocoa
burrito.
burrito. So that was
Tell me
born-
about that.
So that was born every year. There's a competition beer fest in Reno.
Yes.
Put on by Brewers Cabinet.
I know. Love
and
them.
it's called
Shout out.
Strange Brew.
Mhm.
And it's one of our favorite things because we like making and
Okay.
straight fruit. And so we modeled that beer after you remember the chocolate tacos? growing up? And so we
Was that an ice cream?
Yeah, it's like
I love those ice creams.
It has a waffle cone, chocolate, peanut, vanilla.
Oh, it's so
we
good.
made a porter. We added all those elements to it.
Do you have any now?
Yeah.
Can we try one?
Oh, my
gosh,
goodness.
I want a taco.
Yeah, you do.
I want a chocolate taco. I do.
Bring it up.
After the break, I'm having a
You got
chocolate
work
taco.
to do, Debbie.
I do. I do want to try that. I think that's exciting. Another question for you.
Okay.
So this is I'm more about the family and that kind of stuff. So when you guys aren't brewing, what do you do for fun? I'm like, what's your biggest adventure you like to enjoy here in this town?
Well, right now, in this town, I mean, we're all getting in, trying to get in shape because we drew hunting tags.
Ooh.
So
Who are you hunting for?
We're hunting for mule deer.
Okay.
And so our brewer, really close friend, Brian Bauer, my brother and I, and my niece Emma, we all drew tags, and so we're like gearing us,
How
trying to get in
exciting.
shape to go on the.
So you're up on the trails. You're running up and down Ash
I'm
Canyon.
not running them.
Running up
walking.
Kings Canyon.
It's just my brother is even a bigger hiker. He just got
Okay.
a new dog, and he's been running that football around.
Wow.
Okay.
So that means Carson City also there's hunting areas here?
Well, we're actually
Or where
going
do
to
you
be.
go? Where do you
We're going to be outside Elko. It's
Okay.
just because there's areas.
Okay.
When growing up, every once in a while we drew around here, but mostly what you can get down towards Elko.
Okay. Well, you know what? What's your website? How do we get a hold of you?
ShoeTreeBrewing.com.
Pretty
We're
easy.
on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Everything's Shoe Tree Brewing, and
And I'm telling you, About Town Deb is loving their beer. I'm loving the outside here. I love the hospitality.
thank you.
I love that there's locals, and we are now local because this is now one of
There you
my
are.
About Town Deb towns. You know me, it's my town, your town, any town. Let's connect. So we're going to connect with you again, and we want to thank you for this hospitality and the beer. It's About Town Deb. We're going to take another quick break. We want your feedback, so chime in to the About Town Deb Facebook page, leave comments, text me. We'll be right back after the break.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
Ponderosa Meats, the anchor of Midtown since 1954. USDA choice, USDA prime cut. Ponderosa grass-fed beef. Call 775-322-4063. Ponderosa Meats, tradition, quality, and prime service.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. I help people solve difficult and trying personal problems every day on my TV show, but there's one problem that's just got me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. That's 1 in 5 kids who may not know where their next meal is coming from, despite the fact that there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food out there to feed them all. Now, I don't know about you, but that is unacceptable to me. Luckily, the Feeding America network of good people is out there collecting surplus food and giving hope to hungry children and their families at local food banks all across the country. But let's face it, they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
The all-volunteer nonprofit Assistance League, Reno Sparks, is working to improve lives in Washoe County. Annually, they provide new clothes and grooming essentials to over 3,000 children through Operation School Bell. Students in Transition addresses needs of homeless teens. Find out more by visiting their website, renosparks.assistanceleague.org. These activities are funded by Assistant League's Thrift Shop at 1701 Vassar Street, open 10 to 4 Monday through Saturday.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to About Town Deb and Dave and Ken. And we have a
I don't have beer, though.
It's coming. It's coming.
Your beer is coming. Your beer is coming.
Paul's a little slow.
So I kind of got a little distracted there. I got to bring us in here. Since I'm About Town Deb, I'd love you to connect. Go on the Facebook pages. You can call us anywhere worldwide, 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. There we go. I'm not. Chime in on the Facebook pages as well. So I think I have a chocolate taco. Is this
Cocoa Burrito?
What?
Cocoa Burrito.
I thought I got a chocolate taco.
It's modeled after.
It's modeled.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank
It's
you.
a hybrid. Yeah.
Okay, what do you have? You have a
The same
taco?
thing.
No, we have a burrito.
Cocoa Burrito is my favorite. So,
Okay. Oh my goodness. This tastes like a chocolate taco.
It's like dessert.
It's dessert in a glass. Oh my
There's the
god.
can.
Oh, that can. It's
Look
the
at that.
taco. I love it. So thank you guys.
I guess we can show them.
Yeah, let's show you the can. That is, oh my
So
god.
they know it's real.
Check that. Oh,
Yes.
look at Ken. Ken and Dave are just gonna hang out with us.
Shoot tree. Come here.
Shoot
Come to
tree.
Carson.
Come
Yeah.
to Carson.
Carson's sitting
So
out.
I have to say, Ken, you didn't like send me a bio.
I know.
So I'm just gonna say.
I'm
So
really bad at that
here,
stuff.
I made up my own. I made my own one sentence.
Oh
for
no.
you.
Okay.
This is kind
This
of
would
about
be
you. This
Oh,
is your fault.
Oh.
I said I have been told that Ken is quite the guy around Carson
Yeah.
City, and he's a pro on air,
Yeah.
and it's on TV, and he's like going to be a blast.
Yeah.
And I know you do real estate.
That's
Chase.
a lot of pressure, Dave.
I'm
I
so
know
sorry.
that. And
I
Jeez, man.
yeah, and he has a really cool Texas kind of cowboy accent
Yeah,
going
I'm
on.
not from around these parts.
No.
so-
Well, tell me about where your parts are.
Whoa, whoa.
What parts
Get her
are you
another
from?
beer.
Time for a commercial.
Yeah.
What parts are you
Find your
from?
parts.
I grew up in Dallas, Fort Worth. I'll try and rescue you as much as I can. Lived there for a very long time. Moved to Atlanta, Georgia for about 15 years, so I have a big southern drawl.
Yeah, you do
accent.
have a big southern draw.
Are you
Okay.
recovered now?
I'm a little bit recovered.
Okay.
So how do you go? I'm just gonna get recovered.
Yeah.
How do you go from real estate and you little TV, I'm sure radio, and the brewery art? Is it Brewery Arts District or what's it called?
The Brewery Arts Center.
So I actually went there. There's a beautiful mural. It's on my page.
Bryce Chisholm.
Yep.
Great job.
Seriously.
Yes.
So tell us about that, because if you're visiting, you really need to go there
You do.
because it's outside again.
Yep.
And we don't have a lot of music in Reno. Just don't tell anybody. We don't. But I was really honored and proud that you had Eric Anderson, which you all know. Papa loved Eric. I know Papa's happy right now. So you had Eric, you've had Spike McGuire, you've had some Reno people, and you have some Carson people. So tell us about the music, and what do you want to know about? I want to know about the music. What do you want to know about?
I'd love to know about the history of the Brewery Arts Center.
There you go.
It happens to be one of the stops on the Kit Carson Trail, one of the 48 stops here
Okay,
in
so-
Carson City on our new revamped Kit Carson Trail. So
I think let's do history first.
Oh, sure,
We need
yeah.
to do history first because that comes first.
All right, so I know a little bit about the
Yeah.
history. I haven't been around that long, but the Brewery Arts Center was started by some local artists in the mid-'70s.
Okay.
And they got together and they were able to
purchase the old brewery building where Tahoe beer was actually distributed. So they bought that building. They were able to put an annex on. So they started the Brewery Arts Center as we know it now. We have classes usually. This year so much, but we have pottery classes, we have art classes, we have what's it called? Zumba? Is that right?
Yeah.
Zumba.
Zumba. Get your groove on.
Get your groove on. Shake them up.
This year, another incredible thing that we did was I'm going to forget the name of it now.
The movie?
Rock drilling.
No,
wait. What is it?
I'm trying to think of it politically true. It's a group for our older members, and they learn rock songs, and they learn how to sing.
I thought you were going to say like rock.
I thought it was going in a different direction there. Okay.
Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
Rock of Ages.
Okay. Yes.
We have 30 or 40 people here together, and they would learn rock songs and things like that. And before COVID hit, that was really popular. And then so when COVID hit, I mean, we're known for our Saturday concerts. We have outdoor concerts during the summer, 10 weeks every Saturday. It's free. It's open to everyone out there. Bring a chair. Bring what you want to eat. We have food trucks and everything like that. But we couldn't do that. So we sat around trying to figure out, in our incredible executive director, Gina Lopez, she should actually be here, not me, but she came up with the idea of the Flatbed Concert Series.
I love it.
And so we tried to figure it out. How are we going to do this? Kelly Dodge from Katie Sound is our incredible sound guy, one of the best in the business, and we have him right here. And he figured it out. And we put a band on a flatbed trailer, haul them around to different neighborhoods every Saturday now, and people come out of their houses. People are waiting for us in the car.
Isn't that cool?
Following behind, right? In the cars and bicycles.
They'll follow us around the neighborhood, and we've had, like you said, Eric. Last week we had Eric and King Whistler, another artist here. They put on the most incredible show I think we've had. It was extremely popular, beautiful night, and it worked. This is an announcement just for your show.
Hey, pay attention,
Breaking
everybody.
news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We're going to continue to do the Flatbed Concert Series until the weather keeps us from doing it.
Wow. Heard it right here about Town
And you know
Deb.
how important that is? Because music really does warm your heart and soul. It makes you happy, and it makes you want to like smile and get out there and to be safe and go outside your neighborhood. And you post it just in the nick of time so you don't get too crowded. So everybody's like probably waiting at their computer. Where are you going to be?
Where are they going to be? Which neighborhood?
But you're also, I am excited to come back so I could be on a weekend.
Yes,
so I can
on a Saturday. Yeah.
maybe I could be like on the like MC on it and say, welcome, About Town Deb. Cheers. But you mentioned movies. What's the movie thing? Tell movie. Movies.
Yeah, movies. So another thing that we created this year, again with Gina Lopez and our Classic Cinema Club here in town, C5. And every night, or not every night, but every Wednesday and Thursday night, we do a drive-in movie right here on our campus here at the Brewery Arts Center. And people stay in their cars. We have an FM transmitter. They turn it on the radio. We have a big screen, put the movie up, and people come out. And, you have to reserve a spot.
Which is good.
We have a limited amount of people that we can allow in.
And where do you do that? Like when you want to be involved in, where do you go to reserve a spot or find out about it?
BreweryArts.org.
Simple as that.
Yeah, everything is right there. We have an incredible website. You can learn everything about
And it has the movies listed, what's going to be there. So you'll know.
Yes.
What's coming up?
Are they old time movies? Are they like Power Rangers?
It's a mix because we have.
You didn't even get that.
No, I'm not.
We might have to put Power Rangers in the queue. We have to talk to Gina about that.
I'll take another.
I kind of threw them off twice now. Okay, go ahead.
So we've had some Disney movies.
Okay, that's good.
We had. I'm not trying to remember what they were last year, but we had Singing in the Rain too. So we kind of go with classic. And,
that's good.
Yeah. What was League of Their Own? We had that too.
I was just going to say, I really appreciate what Gina and Ken and the team have done to bring arts and culture alive during the whole pandemic that we're experiencing right now. It really has forced creative people to even be more creative and come up with these outside the box ideas, because under normal circumstances, Ken said, we'd be running the Lebanon concert series right now.
Yeah. Well, and what I want to say right now is, we do have an incredible team at the Pretty Arts Center, but we could not do it without the support we've had from our community.
Yeah.
They have really stepped up in a time where we were scared. We didn't know what we were going to do and how we were going to generate our revenue. And we've had a lot of support through donations.
That's
really
that is,
incredible.
so how can people do that? They want to donate. Like, where do you go?
breweryarts.org.
So you can just.
It's all right there. Yeah,
it's
simple.
all right there.
Yep.
Or call us. Or
Yeah.
call me. I don't care. We'll
give
figure
your
it
checking
out.
account number. Yeah, transfer some funds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank you as well, Dave, because, you and your team are helping to promote everything that's going around. So you're part of that community that we want to thank. Is there something that you want to like? Is there something you going on you want to share before we go to the next break?
Well, I want to thank the community as well. I say, we are investing as the destination marketing organization to bring visitors here. It takes the community to also invest. It takes businesses to invest as well. We've launched new attractions, which we'll hear about in a little bit from Elaine Barkdale Spencer. We have new restaurants. Piazza's come in, Capriati's. We have a new hotel that's going to be coming online at the end of, middle of December. So I really like to see that investment in Carson City. And again, it's as much about the community as it is about our visitors as well. And visitors from the arts and culture perspective, they look ahead of time at a destination and they want to see that quality of life is important to the residents in that community. So keep up the good work.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Ken, Barbie, thank you.
Thank you.
Website one more time.
breweryarts.org.
Okay, so it's almost that time. It is that time. We're going to take our third break. And if you're listening, online americanmatters.us or over the air on 1180 a.m., remember you can always rewatch this at American Matters or About Town Deb. You can chime in on any of our social medias. We'll be back for the fourth break, and we have Elaine. And what's your full name? Because I thought
Elaine Barkdale Spencer. Yeah, she's the general manager.
And we're going to be talking about the rail bikes. It's going to be so much fun. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for the fourth break, and I have another little thing I want to share. So don't go away.
At A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, we've been accomplishing happy feet for over 30 years.
We offer a various range of shoe styles and sizes for both men and women. From all-season shoes and orthotics to work boots and safety shoes, our professional and reliable staff possesses the knowledge to help you find the proper shoes to fit your needs. Hard to fit? Hard to find?
A Proper Fit Footwear is here to give our customers happy feet. We make people aware of potential foot problems as we're sizing their feet, suggesting the right arch support, and guiding them to the proper shoes for their needs.
Stop by A Proper Fit Footwear at 4001 South Virginia Street in the Reno Town Mall today, and allow the owner Mike Jones and our fabulous staff to find the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your specific needs.
A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, the home of happy feet, where comfort and your feet meet.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In '05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in '09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
This overload.
Shannon Lawson here. Join us for the Nevada Radio Roundup, Fridays at 2 p.m. A good news variety show all about the local scene. The Nevada Roundup, Friday at 2.
Are you shy and don't want to talk on the air? Text us your questions or comments to 775-237-2266. Now back to the show.
And we're back with About Town Deb. We got Dave, and now we're going to welcome Elaine Spencer. And she's amazing. I've actually met her before, and I got to meet her last week with the rail bikes, and she's with the VNT Railroad Commission, and they got some cool stuff going on. I've been following About Town Deb. I did live video, and I was on the rails, and Jazzy Georgia was there. All of our media friends were there. It was like one of my best engaged posts I've ever had, which is incredible. So you guys rocked it. But before we go there, I want to give another shout out to Dorinda Vance. Not only is she's an incredible friend and a businesswoman, she's now a big part of the membership part and the heading the Reno chapter of eWomen. And you gave me a look like, did you know what eWomen was? Not before you mentioned. Oh my gosh. Do you know what eWomen is?
I just learning now.
Well, you should know.
Well, I'm sorry that I don't. I feel
sometimes you can have
I feel horrible.
No.
Can I get you another beer?
No. But I'm just going to give my About Town Deb version of it. There's a lot of more fancy. My version of eWomen is where women come together to raise each other up. Okay. And they're all over the United States. I think they even have out of the United States, and there's groups. And so Dorinda is manning the Reno, Carson, Virginia, Carson, Sparks, Reno. And she invited me to go to one of their meetings where it was like 12 of us, social distancing. And we all it was like a wisdom circle. And it's how you find out about it. And I realized there's so many women that have gone through way before I've gone through it, and ones that are coming up haven't been where I've been. So you could say, hey, I could go, Elaine, I really want to be a part of VNT. And, how did you get where you got? And I want to take what you've learned and I want to put it in how do I do that? And you would say, you know what, Deb, this is what I went through and this is what you need to know. And it's not about competing. It's about saying, how can I help you, Elaine? Or how can I help? And they do have some men, so it's good. Okay. They do, but I feel like, especially right now with COVID, that we're all struggling and we're all like, where do we pivot to? How do we go? And to have other women say, you know what? I can help you pivot. I've been pivoting all day long and I don't want you to go in the wrong direction because I get lost, which I got lost today. So again. So eWomen, they're expanding and they're coming into Carson City. So if you're out there and you're a woman, you're an entrepreneur, and if you're a man, we just want to support everybody. And like my bands, Together We're One Heart, it's really about building community. So you know what? Let's all just get together. So we're going to do that. But right now we're going to go over to Elaine. So you're going to tell us, how did you come up with rail bikes and what do you have for her? Your turn.
Well, thank you.
What's your turn?
First I was thinking, what about an eWomen event? I mean, could they not go out and do a team building exercise out on the rail bikes? I'm just suggesting we promote the rail bikes.
You're like a rock star.
Well, thank you. I mean, write that down. Yeah, I always have to think ahead. You know what? I want to just say to Elaine, I'm so pleased to have this new attraction here in Carson City. Given everything that's happening out there in the world right now, to be able to launch this incredible outdoor experience, visitor experience for people, and it's incorporating the culture of the area, the history of the area. How did this all come about?
Yeah. Well, when I took over the railroad 3 years ago, it was all about how to utilize the track and the opportunities that were available to us. Well, we had the excursion train that went from Carson City to Virginia City for an all-day excursion and
That's
then back.
cool.
Yep.
And we had the Polar Express. We are the Polar Express,
Yep.
big event. And then, but we had the wine trains. They're called the Toast of the Canyon wine train. They held maybe 2 or 3 a summer. And I thought, why aren't we doing this every weekend?
Yeah.
And then why aren't we doing beer?
Yeah.
And we've
see?
done events
It's all about the
themed
beer.
around this canyon. The canyon is unique, that it is something that, we've got this beautiful track, brand new track that goes into the Carson River Canyon, and it was so underutilized.
Great.
So going to an event in Sacramento, meeting with other railroaders, there was a booth, and it was all about rail bikes. So I started going around and trying them out. And I brought it to the commission and said, this is it. This is a big deal. And then lo and behold, this year, COVID shut down our trains. We have passenger trains enclosed. They're all enclosed. So social distancing was going to be an issue. It would take forever for us to load. We could only go at half capacity, and they were enclosed. So we couldn't do it. We didn't meet the criteria, and we were over 50. We are always over 50 people. So the rail bikes was the answer.
Yeah.
So just talking, I pulled David even to be part of a rail bike committee, and we put out a bid, and we came up with amazing team out of New York, Freedom Realm.
They're great. They're great
funny
people
guys.
too.
Yeah.
I love
Todd,
it.
Vinny, well done.
We love them.
Well done. And they've been working with us. So 2 months time, we turned it all around.
That's
made
fast.
It happen. And with the help of the Carson Tourism Authority, Visit Carson City, they help us market and really get the word out there. And you were there for a
I had so much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So did Jazzy Georgia. It was like incredible. And the energy. And so the questions I got the most was, what if you get tired and there's 4 of you? So one person could actually not pedal for a moment.
That's
You
true.
can,
Yep.
right? I mean, I took a little break. I think, I don't know if Georgia took a break, but I took a break.
Yeah, she did.
But
She's saying
I think what I liked about it was when you stop at the halfway point, you get to learn a little about the history of what was there.
Yes.
That's the cool part. It's not you get history, and we don't get enough history about what's been happening around here, what has happened.
And people look at the location have no idea what used to be there 100
Yeah.
plus years ago.
Oh, and that's
And
even
our tracks go through the most historical points
They do.
of northern Nevada. And we are our tracks are the original route of the famous Virginia and Truckee Railroad. And the commission rebuilt that route so that we were focusing on history and bringing back that nuance that once existed. But it's the history, and not just our track was perfect because we had the history, we had the newness of our tracks, we have curvy tracks.
We do.
Some
Yeah,
of
it's
these
cool.
rail bikes,
Yeah.
you have some of these rail bikes and they go straight.
Yep, and they're flat
And
too.
they're flat.
Yep. No,
Yes.
no break.
And you might see some wild horses.
Oh yeah.
We saw like 2
Yeah.
wild horses.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
cool.
And one of the neat things too about this team that we did end up picking, they custom built our bikes for us.
Yes.
They did.
They
Yeah.
did. And they're made for the light aluminum with polyurethane wheels. And we're looking at like putting pegs on the bars so that
Ooh.
children that don't
Yep.
want to can't pedal, they just
Oh,
rest their
that's
legs.
cool.
We're looking at possibly a car for the handicap.
Yep. ADA
so that-
accessible.
ADA accessible so that they can ride. So we're always thinking ahead of what we can do
I like
to
that.
bring more people out. And by the end of September, we're hoping for 12 cars.
How many do you have now?
Well, we have 9, 3 more are on
Okay.
the way.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we are, we're very excited. I got one complaint, and that was that our bikes hooked up.
That's a really good
That's
complaint.
horrible.
So
Oh.
that doesn't happen to you out there. How do we book? Let's go there.
Yep.
How do we book?
BTrailway.com. So that's V as in Virginia, T as in Turkey, railway.com.
Okay.
Or you call our 800 number, which is the 877-724-5007.
Say it one more time.
877-724-5007. and I'll actually be the one.
Yeah,
We've
got her
heard
right
you've been
here.
a busy girl
Yeah.
picking up phones.
Yep.
So people are wanting to get on this rail. So you better
Better book now.
and
Yeah.
so you can book ahead of time, correct? Like
Oh, yeah.
you can say I want to go next week or the week after, which and there's what date, what times does it run? Like morning, noon.
So we have the 8 a.m., we have the 10 a.m., the 12, and the 2 in the afternoon. We had to cut out the 4 p.m. because of the heat.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Then we come back. We're starting our
Ooh.
rides at 6 o'clock, and those are every Friday and Saturday.
I like it.
And we're thinking that's the rides.
I love it.
Well, so you weren't here earlier, and we were just talking
let's
with
get going.
Mr. Paul
Yeah, let's talk.
about a rail ale. If we
They'll
wanted
make
to
a
do
beer.
it,
They
yeah.
can make a beer.
A beer
Like,
rail,
named after you guys,
yeah.
and then serve it there.
I think it's perfect.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, you heard it right here at About Town Deb.
Ink and deals, sign her
Look
up.
at you just go, Mr. Co-host.
What's my commission on that? I forget. 20%.
I don't know.
Don't.
You said it here, so I get like an eighth of it.
Yeah. You will. Well, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so when it starts to get dark, though, we'll put little
little twinkly
headlights,
lights.
headlights on our
awesome.
bikes, and then we'll go through the canyon.
Oh, that is so
But the
cool.
one that we're really planning right now is our Halloween rail bike ride.
Okay, so that'll be on the website.
Yep, and it's
So-
going to be haunted, and yes, there will be ghosts and monsters.
Yay! So
Can I
Hurry
just
up,
want
quick,
really
quick,
quick,
'cause we're getting to
Elaine,
the end.
talk about
Hurry, she has, like,
the winter
the
and what you're
winter.
planning to do in lieu of the Polar Express, real quick.
Oh, okay.
like fast.
Yes.
Really quick.
Fast. Countdown.
It's a drive-through Polar Express. You drive through, you stay in your cars, you wear your jammies, bring your hot chocolate, but we drive you by. You're at the depot. North Pole
Got it.
comes
Yep.
down from the mountains.
Santa's there, all of
Santa's
it.
there,
Everybody.
lights everywhere. So Carson City,
This
this
is
is for you.
Okay,
It's
website.
$20 a car.
Okay,
All
website.
right.
One more time.
Website, BTRailway.com.
Website. Visit
Carson City.
That's it.
.com.
.com.
Visit Carson City. Hashtag.
Okay.
Come on, get the social media
These
going.
darn-
Lydia's waiting.
These darn shows go by too fast. So thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of City Talk with About Town Deb. Tune in, go to About Town Deb. Next week, we're going to be in Tahoe. So we are traveling this month about town, my town, your town, any town. Where am I going? Carson is a bait. We love y'all.
6.2% of the lake is in Carson City County.
Okay, so About Town Deb. See you next week. Have a
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball!